What's up everyone, how you doing? BlueNerd here and welcome my friends to another Minecraft tutorial. I sure hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now before we get started guys, let me just apologize for the lack of videos. It's been a pretty hectic week guys. I've been doing a bunch of DIY indoors and I've had so much stuff, I just literally have had no time to do any recording. However, with that being said, I do have a free schedule now for the next few weeks at least, so we should be able to get plenty of videos done and hopefully plenty of builds for you guys to follow along with. Now, today we're going to be building this, which is back in our Minecraft Medieval Docks area where we built the harbour. So, as you can see, this is the house we built last time. This is the one we built on this little corner here. So, this one is going to be built just to the side of it over here. And this is very similar to the build we've done in our survival world. And overall, I think this one looks really cool. I really love the style of this and the kind of layout of it. It looks really nice. There's enough room here to actually make 4 little apartments if you wanted. So you've got access to one at the top here. We've got access to another one down at the bottom round here. Then if we come round here, up the stairway, and you've got another one just here. And then we've also got one down the bottom here. Now, if you wanted, you could use this as one big house, or you could use it as multiple apartments. It's entirely up to you how you really want to use it. But overall, guys, I think this is a pretty cool build and a good one to get back in with. So, with that being said, let's take a look at what we're going to need to build it. Okay, for this build, we're going to need some oak logs, stripped birchwood, cobblestone stairs and blocks, spruce doors, trapdoors, stairs, planks, slabs, fences, fence gates, and buttons. So it's pretty much the entire range of spruce. We're also going to need some glass blocks and glass panes of your choice. I'm going with the light grey stained versions. You're also going to need some dirt or coarse dirt, some flowers of your choice, some stone brick stairs, some flower pots, some note blocks or a block that looks a bit like crates if you have any, but the note blocks will do just fine. And I'm going to be using the end rod texture for my texture pack, which looks like a lantern. But if you're using the 1.14 pre-release versions, you can go ahead and just use the lanterns from there, or just use some torches. It's entirely up to you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and build this. Okay guys, here is a layout of the floor plan. Now the oak logs that you can see are going to be the main pillars, and the numbers you can see are the gaps needed between the pillars. Okay, now I will be covering all of this during the tutorial, so don't worry too much if you can't take it all in. We will be going block by block with all of the gap numbers as well as all of the pillars. But if you want to pause the video and take down all of these numbers, it might make it a little bit easier just for you guys to kind of follow along. Now, for those of you that have been following along with the series so far and you want to build this in exactly the same location, the easiest way would be to come over to the stairway that we've built. We want to come up to the right hand pillar at the corner here. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then just to the right of that, we're going to place an oak log just there. And that's going to be our starting block. This is the front right hand corner of the build. Okay. And this is where the little balcony overhang is going to go. Now from this corner here, we're going to go behind this, leaving a 2 block gap. And we're going to place another oak log. We're going to leave a 3 block gap, place another one, a 3 block gap, place another one, a 3 block gap, and place another one. Now we're going to go to the left, leaving a 3 block gap, go forward, leaving a 3 block gap, to the left, a 3 block gap, and a 3 block gap. We're going to come down, leaving a 3 block gap, to the left, a 3 block gap, down, leaving a 3 block gap, and another 3 block gap. To the right, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, then a 3 block gap, then a 1 block gap. Then we're going to come down, leaving a 3 block gap, and then go to the right, leaving a 3 block gap. And there should be a 3 block gap between this pillar and this pillar, okay? Now we're going to come down here to the pillar where we started from. And to the left of this, we're going to leave a 3 block gap and place one here, which should be in line with that pillar. And then a 3 block gap again and place one here, and we should again be in line with this pillar here. Now we're going to go ahead and raise all of these until they are 4 blocks in height, okay? So we need 3 more on top. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do that all the way around. Okay, once you're done, we're going to go ahead and go around the outside edge of all of these and join up the top of all of the pillars. Okay, so just like this, around the outside edge all the way around. And once you're done, you're going to go ahead at the front of the build here. We're going to go to this one pillar back, and we're just going to join a row across this one and then across this one here, which is where the balcony is going to go. Okay, so you should have something that's kind of like this. Now we're going to go ahead and get our cobblestone, and we're going to start filling in the walls for the bottom floor. Now the walls are not going to go up to the front here because this is going to be a little overhang at the where the balcony is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second pillar back from the corner. This is the one we started with. We're going to go back to one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 inside that gap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just follow it around underneath the pillars that we've just placed. Okay, and we're going to go all the way around this outside edge on the bottom, filling in this bit with cobblestone. Just like so. Okay, so it should run right around at the bottom part of where these logs run around the outside edge. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill all of these walls up. So we're going to go 2 on top like this and bring them up until they are in line with this pillar at the top here. Okay, now somebody did ask me as well. They said in my tutorials, could I break the windows out, do the windows along the way of building. Now the reason I do the windows after is because it's much easier to explain where windows are after we've placed in all of the blocks, rather than trying to do it as we go along. It would just make the tutorial a little more harder to follow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fill all the walls first, and we'll always break the windows out at the end. Now, we're going to just go around, guys, and just do the same thing here, okay? So just want 2 more layers on top of all of these, and go ahead and fill in all of these walls. Okay, guys, when you're done, you should have this bit here that should be overhanging at the front, okay? We shouldn't have no walls across this little front piece here. It should be empty. Now we're going to grab our oak logs again, and on the very front part here we're going to go ahead and break the top one of this pillar, and this pillar, and then we're going to go 1, 2 like this. Actually the middle one doesn't matter, we're going to stick 1 out like so, and this side here 1, 2. Okay, sorry guys, we didn't need to worry about that middle one. It's just the side ones here. That way we get a nice pillar that runs all the way across like this, rather than having a single bit that sticks up like this. It just looks a bit nicer when we do it like that. Okay. Now on the top of this pillar here, this one I can actually face sideways like that, just to blend it in again with the flow of the wood. Now, as we come around to this side here, so from the block here on this corner, we're going to go over to, not this pillar, but the next one, okay? Then we're going to go 1 here, then leave a 1 block gap, and go all the way across until you get to this corner here. On this corner here, break this one, and make sure that the wood flows down with it. It doesn't matter on this one here, because it's going to be covered up. Okay, and I think that is all of the edges that are going to be sticking out that we need to be concerned about. Right, okay, so now before we do anything else, guys, let's go ahead and break out a doorway and then get in some flooring in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is right at the front here, not on this side here, but on this one here, we're going to break these 2 here. We're also going to grab ourselves a cobblestone stair, and we're going to place that at the top one here for our doorway. Now inside here, guys, you just want to go ahead and replace all of this flooring out for a flooring of your choice. I'm going to use some spruce planks, so just go around like this and just replace all of your stone flooring or whatever floor is down here, and put in a flooring of your choice. It can be planks or anything that you want. Okay, once we're done, we're going to go ahead and get in the next floor. Now what we're going to do here, where we got our wooden beams or log beams running across the top here, we're just going to run across a load of spruce planks like this, or any planks of your choice for your flooring, and just run it all the way across and fill in all of this section here with some spruce planks. And we also want to fill this little area here with some planks as well, just like this, all the way across. This is for our little balcony area, okay, and cover this in. But guys, if you're playing in survival, be sure to get yourself some torches and light the area up, because mobs will start spawning pretty quickly otherwise. Okay, so just grab yourself some torches and just dot them about here, there and everywhere, just to make sure that there's enough light to stop them from spawning inside the build. And then go ahead and just finish off the rest of your floor. Okay, once you're done, we're going to start working on the next floor. So we're going to grab our oak logs again. Now from here, guys, we're going to start from this part of the balcony here. So from the right hand side here, first of all, we're going to place a log on that one and a log on that one there for the balcony. Okay, now from the right hand corner here, we're going to go back to this pillar here. We're going to place a log just there. We're going to go ahead and place a log on this one. Okay, so we're going to come across to this one here. Skip this one that sticks out and place one on here. Skip this one and place one on here. Then we're going to place one here, on here, on here, and just follow around, placing them on top of all of these logs that we've already placed here. Okay, until we get to this corner here. Now where we have this 1 block gap and 1 block gap here, we're just going to go ahead and place one sticking out there, one sticking out there, and one in the center. Okay, and we'll place one on that corner and one on that corner, leaving the one in the middle again. Okay, then place a log in this corner here and this one here, and then one in the middle here to join up those all together. Okay, now I'll just quickly go around in case I've done that too fast, so you guys can see which ones we have placed it on. Okay, it's pretty much placed on all of the pillars. All of the pillars that we have below, we're going to place one on top of all of them, except for where we've placed these little sticking out bits over here, where we're going to put one on the ones that stick out rather than the ones behind. And then also this side here, where we got the sticking out bits, where the pillars are, we want one on top of the ones that are sticking out. Okay, so there's a pillar there, we got this one sticking out, place one there, pillar there sticking out, one on there, and the same on the corner. Okay, so it should be pretty easy to kind of see which ones to put the pillars on. Now, ignoring this one here and this one here on this little landing, we're going to go around and we're going to raise the rest of these until they are 4 blocks in height. Okay, so 3 more on top. So 1, 2, 3 on top. Okay, and we're going to do this all the way around on all those logs that we've just placed. Okay, now that's done, we're going to quickly grab ourselves some spruce stairs, and at the very front here, we're going to place an upside down one here, here, and here, and then we're going to run a row of them across here, and across here, like so. Okay, so 3 in that gap, 3 in that gap. Now, down this side here, we're going to place them underneath these pillars, where we have our pillar underneath, and then place one in the gaps across the top. Okay, so you only place one underneath where there's a pillar below. See, there's no pillar here, so we're not going to place one underneath here. Okay, and I think that is it for the stairs on this part. Okay, that's looking good. Now we're going to start working on the roof now. So we're going to have a kind of a main peak of roof that comes from this side here all the way across to this side, and then is going to join up on this side. Over here, we're going to have 2 little roof peaks, like a double little roof. Okay, so to start off with, from the right hand side of this pillar here, we're going to place a stair, and then overhang by one, place an upside down stair behind it. Now from this side here, just extend these stairs across like this until they touch this pillar here, and then turn one out. Okay. Now over to this corner here, place an upside down stair there, and then join some normal stairs across the back, all the way across until you get to here. Now actually we're going to leave a 1 block gap. So once you get 1 block gap from this pillar, you're going to leave a gap like this. And what you want to do is go 1 and 2 full blocks like that. Then this one here, we can place an upside down stair like so, and then an upside down stair like that as well. Okay, making sure that you're facing outwards as you place them. Okay, then place 2 stairs here, place a stair there and curve it around the corner, and then overhang this edge again by 1. Okay, now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go around and put the first bottom lip of the roof in, and then we're going to work up from each peak from there. So now we're going to do an upside down stair here, and from this corner here we're going to go right over to the back corner and place another one just here, place a normal stair behind it, and then run this all the way across until we get to here. Then we're going to place 1 normal stair there and just join those together like that. Overhang this back piece of the build by 1. So now there's the front of the build, we're at the back of the build now. So now place an upside down stair there, an upside down stair on this side, and then we're just going to run stairs across here until we get 1 in front of this pillar. Then we're going to just turn and bring them all the way across to here. Then behind here, place an upside down stair, and that's going to be where our roof is going to join over to this side. Okay, so everything is all now in place. So we'll start with the roof peaks over here. Now we're going to go a full block rather, here and here. Then we're going to place a stair facing towards the center, here and here. Then an upside down stair on the inside, like this. Okay. Then we're going to go back to another full block with a stair on top. Now, at this point, the next block should be the center of these 2 pillars. Okay, same as this one here should be the center of these 2 pillars. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place an upside down stair facing from the front. And then we're going to just place a normal stair at the side like this. And on that upside down stair at the top, we're going to put a normal stair facing outwards with an upside down stair like this. Okay, now we're going to work our way down with the opposite. So now we're going to go a full block. Then there should be an upside down stair facing each other. A normal stair in the center with a full block. And then an upside down stair is going to go at the bottom here. Okay, which gives us 2 little peaks like this for the front of the build, which I think looks pretty cool. Now over to the left hand side. So there's the right hand side. We're going to come over to this side. On top of this upside down stair and this one, we're going to place a full block. And then we're going to place 2 stairs facing each other on top of those blocks like that. Upside down stair. Then a full block. Then a stair on top. And an upside down stair in the center with a normal stair on top. And 1 facing from the front. Okay. Now, all of these roofs now are going to be exactly the same now. These 3 are going to be the 3 big main peaks. And these are going to be exactly the same again here. So here we're going to go a full block here and a full block here. Then we're literally going to go stair, upside down stair, full block. Okay, then repeat it. Stair, upside down stair, full block. And we're going to do that until this side gets 1 block before the center pillar here. Okay, so again, stair, upside down stair, full block. And then stair, and the next one is going to be the center. Okay, so we'll put an upside down stair just there. Now from here, we're going to just do exactly the same thing. So it'll literally be stair, upside down stair, and a full block until we reach that point. Okay, at the top here, place a stair in the center and 1 facing like that. Okay. Right, now we're going to repeat exactly what we've done there over on this side. So again, let's go ahead with a full block and a full block. And then the same pattern of a stair, upside down stair, full block until we get to the center. upside down stair in the center, stair on top, and a stair facing outwards. Okay, and one more time for this side. So stair, full block on each side. Make sure you have an upside down stair here. We missed that for some reason. Okay, so very important that where your pillars are, you have an upside down stair facing towards the outside edges. Okay, and then put a full block here as well to match up the other side. And again, we're going to go stair, upside down stair, and a full block, and repeat that until we reach the centers. Okay, once we're done, we should have all of our peaks all in place now. And we're just going to work out what we do with these 3 big ones here. So the 3 big ones here, we're going to just place a temporary block on both sides here. Okay, and then what we're going to do is join a pillar across the center like this. And then just break those corner ones there because they will be spruce planks. Then in the center here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until we cover that top block. To the left, we'll leave a 1 block gap and go 1, 2, 3. And to the right, 1, 2, 3, leaving that 1 block gap. Okay, and we're going to do the same for these roofs over here. So let's do exactly the same. Okay guys, now before we move any further, we're going to come over to the left hand side here, and just where this little window is, we're going to place an upside down stair in that gap there and that gap there. We're not going to place them underneath these pillars for this front piece here because we won't be able to get up these stairs otherwise, okay? They kind of get in the way a little bit. So we're going to leave it just like that for this bit here. Now, once you've done that, you want to go ahead and get your stripped birchwood, and we're going to start filling in the walls for the second floor. So we're going to start from the right hand corner, and we're going to come around into here, and we'll go around and put off a single layer in first, and we'll fill it up after. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 in here, 3 in the gap of this window, 3 in the gap of this window, 1, 2, 3, 4 across this gap at the back here. Then we're actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all the way across this gap here. So here's the back part of the house. This is actually going to be another little balcony part, okay? So make sure you run it all the way across this edge here. Then we're going to go 3 inside this gap, 3 in here, 3 in here. You can go 1, 3, 1, 3 down this side, and then 3 across the front here and the front here. Making sure you don't do it across the front where the balcony is. Okay, it's across this front edge underneath our roof. And that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do, guys, is raise this by another 3 blocks, making it 4 in total. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and do this all the way around on all of the blocks we've just placed. Okay, it's looking good. Let's get our peaks in for the little roofs here. So right at the front here, we've got our double roof. We're going to go on the top of these stripped birch wood. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 in the center. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 in the center. Okay, over to the left, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 in the center. And that is all of our little roofs all done. So that looks pretty good. Now for the bigger roofs over here, so on the left and the right hand side of the build, we're going to go ahead and go 1 there, and then go 1, 2, 3, oops, let's jump back up, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 there, okay? So you should have something like that. We're going to do exactly the same over here, 1 on that side, 1 on that side, and then 5 in between here, and same in between this gap here. Okay, now this one right at the back of the roof here, we are going to do the same thing for the minute. So 1 there, 5 in here, 5 in there, and 1 down here. Then what we're going to do is get our spruce wood. And from this spruce plank here, we're going to run all the way across to this pillar. Then all the way across from that side to this pillar. Actually, we're going to leave that one there and that pillar. And we'll place an oak log in front like this. And then join the log across like so. Okay. Then just go ahead and in this area here, just place in your spruce planks across where this log pillar is, all the way across, just to cover in all of this. Okay, and then that way underneath here, once we get our stairway in, we'll have a little roof above us here. Okay, this is shaping up pretty good, guys. So the next step is going to be getting in the actual roof, and we're going to start with the spruce planks first, okay, and then we will get the stairs in afterwards. So it'll just be a little bit easier for you guys to follow along with. So we're going to start from the front right hand corner of the roof, which is going to be this corner just here, okay? And what we're going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the, well, I say 4, let me count those for you guys again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 there, okay? So basically going from this corner of the roof to this corner of the roof, joining the full block to the full block. It's pretty simple. There's nothing much to it. And as you can see, it goes back 1 block each time. So it's almost stair-stepping it up as we go along. So from this point here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to bring it level with the end of this. And we're going to just leave that one there. Then we're going to come over to this corner. We'll come to the center part in a minute. So we're going to go from that side right over to this side now. And we're going to go again from the full block at the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then 1 and 2 and then join 1 in. You want to make sure that where this is here, don't join the block in there, okay? You want it to come back and round one, because you'll probably put a little stair in there later on or something, maybe a slab. Okay, so that comes around like so. Then we're going to go next one up, so we're going to go 1 back on this side. Where this line is down here, we're going to go 1 backwards again. And then 1 backwards again to join up like so. Alright, so I hope that all makes sense, guys. I hope it's easy enough for you to follow along with. On this roof here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then this one should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, 6. There we go. Just to make it level with the back of this. Now, we're going to go ahead and try and make some of this look a bit level. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then place 1 like so just there. Then coming down in between here, we're going to just bring these all the way back to there. Now, while I remember, I'm going to get my slabs, and on these ones that we just place a slab on the top of them until we get to the stair. Make sure you don't do it on the actual stair. Don't place one there. Okay. And then over on this side here, where we have that single gap, we're going to place 1 just in there as well. Just in case we forget to do it later, this will prevent mobs from spawning. Now, go back to our planks again. And from here, we're going to actually work to the big main roof now, okay? So, seems we've already done this little stairway here. We're going to go up to the next one here. And we're going to join this all the way across from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the build here. Okay, and then we're going to just come down this right-hand side here. And again, we're just going to join this full block on this corner to the full block on this edge here. Okay, full block to full block. So it should be pretty straightforward here, okay? Then we're going to just continue going up, join the big roof to the big roof. And then right in the center here, we're just going to join 1 all the way across like this. And join it up to here. Okay, that's this side all done. Let's go round to this side. Now this side again is going to be pretty much the same thing. The idea is to join the full blocks to the full blocks on this side in a straight line. Okay, so straight line to straight line. So we've already done this bottom part here where we joined up the to this pillar here. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. That will continue that one. Then here we're going to come back and just come back and join them together like so. Right, and do this all the way around this corner. Now just remember that each level is going to just simply step back by 1, okay? So see how it stair steps up? So 1, 2, 3. And again here, 1, 2, 3. It just goes back by 1 block each time. Let's join this one up all the way across to here. And then in the center here, we should be able to join it all the way to the center just here. And right where that join is, let's place a full block on there. Now, this last little corner here, we've got the bottom piece down on this one. We're going to just join this one up here. Okay. Up to the next one, which is back by 1. And we're just going to bring it down. Bring this one down here and join it together. Same again here. And finally, we're going to do it all the way from this one and all the way from this one. Make sure we're on the top here and then boom. Okay. Now, this part is pretty simple, guys. All you got to do here is get your stairs and just go around on all of those planks that we've placed and go ahead and run your stairs around the edge like this. Now, make sure you follow along the line like this so that when you get to the corner, you turn and that stair turns with you, so that you can cover in all of your edges and give it a very nice finish. Okay, and just go ahead and do this on all of the roof, making sure that you cover in all of your gaps, and just give yourself a kind of just a nice little finish to it. Okay, so it should look something like this on all sides when you're done. Now let's go ahead and do the rest of this now. Okay, now just a little finishing touch for the roof here, guys. Where we have our little peaks, let's run some stairs backwards all the way until we join the full block. Do the same on this one. Okay, and same on this little one here. Now on the big main roof here, we're going to start from where we placed that plank block just there. And we're going to go to the corner here. Run them all the way down. Then we're going to go to this roof here. Run them all the way down. And then to this one over here, and just run them all the way down backwards like so, and it should give you a nice peak. Just make sure you don't miss any. And there we go. Right, now I think it's time to start getting in a few windows here. So let's start with the ground floor. On the ground floor here, we've got our door at the very front here. I'm going to go ahead and get my cobblestone stairs. We're going to break that one and replace the top one and the bottom one with a stair. Okay, so we've got a little single window there. I'm going to leave this corner here, but on this one here, I'm going to break the center ones like this, and then put a stair above and a little stair below it, just like this, to create a little bit more shape. Around the back here, we're going to have a stairway here, so I'm not going to bother with any around here. But on this side here, I'm going to go ahead and break one just here and put a stair and a stair. This one here, we're going to actually break 2 here for a doorway, and then place an upside down stair at the top like this. Okay, now while we're on this corner here, guys, we're going to grab our oak log, and where we have this pillar here, we want to leave a 1-2 block gap, and on that third one, go 1 and 2. Okay, same with this pillar, 2 block gap, 1, 2. That pillar there, 2 block gap, 1, 2. Okay, because we're going to create a nice little kind of roof over this side here. Now let's get our spruce planks, and from the front of the build, this is the very front of the house now, okay? So before we do our windows on the upper level, we're going to create a stairway going up to it. So if you're planning survival, it'd be easier to build the stairway up to it first. So from the front of the build, we're going to go over to the left hand side where we've got this little roof kind of peak sticking out here. And from the bottom here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to that corner. Then we're going to do another 7 across the front of that. And then 7 more in front of that one. Then grab your spruce stairs. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. On this side, we're going to place an upside down one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 like this. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 upside down ones like so. And then place a spruce log in the corner, and then 1 log on top like so. Okay, and actually what we'll do is where this stairway is here, we're going to break this one and we're going to just put another little log like so. I think that little stairway will look a little bit nicer. Now, using the spruce stairs, we're going to place a normal stair on top of that upside down stair down the bottom there. And then we'll place a upside down stair behind that one. A normal stair, upside down stair, a normal stair, and then an upside down stair right at the very top here, which will give us enough room to have an entrance onto this platform. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to slightly change this look of this. So what we're going to do is break this one and then these two here and make a pillar coming all the way across. Break these three and then these three. And what we're going to do is just put in our wooden spruce planks like that, just to make that look a little bit neater there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, when we get up to the top here, you could do this two-way round. So you can either do the door on this side or this side, okay? So I'm going to put the door on this side, I think. So we're going to break 2 there for a door. Then we're going to leave a 1 block gap and break... We'll break 2 like this. We'll have a little window just above like so, okay? Now this side here is going to have a window on. So obviously if you want a door on this side, you put the window on this side, okay? You swap them around. For this one, we're going to skip the bottom block. On that second block up, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 slabs. Break those 3 center ones and then 3 slabs on the bottom half of the block above. Okay, and that's going to be our little window there. Over to this window here. On the bottom strip spruce wood here, sorry guys, we're going to place 3 slabs at the top half. Break these 2. And on the bottom half of these ones, we're going to bring them down just like so, with 3 across like that. And you can break 1 little one just there to add a little bit more light onto the inside. Now, round to the left-hand side here, we're going to put some windows in here a bit later. But for now, we're just going to break 2 and 2 in the center. So we should have like white O shapes on the stripped birchwood. Round to this side here. Now up here is where we're going to have our, obviously this is where the stairs are going to come up to. So from the right hand side here, I'm going to go 1 and 2 there for a doorway. I'm going to leave a 2 block gap and then I'm going to go 1, 2 and break those for a little window. Okay, then we're going to come around here and I'm going to break these 2 here for a little window as well. On this side, we're going to go 1, 2 like so and 1, 2 like that. And again, we're just going to do some little fancy windows like this for this one. So, just the same as we did before. The bottom half, the slabs are on the top part of the block. And the top part, they're on the bottom half of the block. Okay? And we'll have 2 little bay windows that are going to fit in there just nicely. And I think that will do. Now, if you don't like the window being as high as it is here, guys, you could go ahead and break this one. And we'll bring it down, break that, place that one. Make the window 1 lower down here. It's entirely up to you. And you could do the window just like this. Okay. It's entirely up to you. If you've done that, you could also put 1 window above it like this. Alright. It's entirely up to you how you prefer the look of it. Okay guys, now we're going to get in the windows. Now the windows are pretty simple here. So for these windows here, so on the right hand side at the front here, we're going to go 2 glass blocks here and 2 panes at this side. Now, like I said, guys, I'm using the grey stained glass, but you could use any color stained glass that you want. And then we're going to put a glass pane just in there. This window here is going to be 2 glass panes. Over this side, we're going to go a glass pane there, 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 glass blocks in the center. Okay. Down the left-hand side over here, we're just going to put in 2 glass panes and 2 glass panes. Now, around this side here, at the back, stick 2 glass panes in there. And we're also going to put in 2 glass panes just there. These windows here again, guys, we're going to do our usual. So we're putting 2 glass panes like this with the glass blocks in the center. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our spruce buttons and place a spruce button on any of those logs that are sticking out at the side of the build, just like this. Okay, we're going to go all the way around. And I think we've got a couple more on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, we're going to grab our spruce trapdoors, and where we have our stairway down the side here, we're going to go ahead, we're going to place one just in front of that stair there, so not here, it's got to be one back. Then we're going to place one against the bottom of the stair, we're going to crouch and place one against that trapdoor there. Then we're going to crouch and place a trapdoor there with one that's on top, one on this stair, one on top. Then we're going to move over, we're going to place a temporary one just there with one on top, and then around this side just here, we're going to place one there with one on top. Now at the very top here, we're going to open that one and break these two because we don't need those. Then we're going to open all the rest of these all the way down, and that gives us a nice little walkway up to the landing. So as you can see, we can come around and get up to here nicely. Now it's up to you, but you can go ahead and put some trapdoors on top of these, or you could put some spruce planks, the same as these two down here. Okay, so you could do spruce planks or the spruce trapdoors. It's entirely up to you. Now for the balcony here, there's two ways you could do this balcony. You could, one, put your trapdoors across here, open them all up, and have something that looks a bit like that. But what I like to do is just use the ordinary fence for this area. So just grab your spruce fence and bring it all the way across and join it up. But there are, like I say guys, there's two options there for whichever one you prefer. Now over here, place two fences here and then three in this side just here. And that looks pretty good. Now, on the bottom level, guys, don't forget to grab your glass panes and go ahead and fill in your windows that you broke out, okay? So go ahead, walk around, fill in all of these windows around the bottom. Now, guys, you can feel free to go ahead and place windows in wherever you want to. You haven't got to follow the exact pattern that I went with. But I do feel that the windows, the placement I've placed them, are kind of kind of feel the best. Now, around the back here, we're going to make another stairway, which is going to lead up to this door here. So what we're going to do here is where the doorway is, which is right there, we're going to place an upside down stair facing that way, okay? So towards the left. Okay, then we can just go a stair. Underneath that stair, place an upside down one. Place a normal one against the upside down one. An upside down one against that one. And you guys get the routine. And we're going to place one there and one there. So we have a nice stairway coming up here. Now, what we're going to do here is I think we're going to actually just place a stair like that, okay? And then what we'll do is we could probably just go 1, 2, 3 like this, okay? Just temporarily. And then against the bottom half, you want to place a trapdoor against all of these. And then just break those blocks and we can open those all up. Then from here, we can place one on the bottom half of that stair. Now here, we're going to place one on the bottom half of that stair, then you have to crouch to place another one. Place one on the bottom half of the stair, then crouch to place that one. One down the bottom stair there, one on top, and then one just in front like this. And we can open these all up. Just like so. And we have a nice little walkway that comes all the way up here. And I think that looks pretty good. And just to show you guys, we can walk up it nice and easily without any problems. And then again, guys, grab your spruce fence and just go round the edge here, round this edge here, and around this edge here with your fence. Now, like I said before, you can go ahead and use your trapdoors if you wanted, if you prefer it. Or you can go ahead and use a different colour fence post if you want to just add a little bit of a break of colour in there. Now, grab your spruce fence gates, and at the very top half here, let's run 3 of them across here, 3 of them across here. And if you wanted to, you could run them underneath here, but you don't really get to see it, unfortunately, because of the roof line. So you can either run these underneath here or place some upside down stairs up there. It's entirely up to you. But there we have it, guys. That's the stairway at the back all done, and things are starting to really shape up now. Okay, now we're going to get the little roof in at the side here. So first things first, guys, let's raise these until they are 3 high. So we want to put one more on top of them because we only made them 2 high. We actually need them 3 blocks high. So I do apologise for that. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to place a slab on the bottom half of the top block there. And then another one just coming back this way. Then we're going to head down this side and we're going to just run it all the way across until we overhang this back edge by 1. At this point, we're going to place 1 against that slab. and then we're going to go up a slab, come back out by one, go up one, out one, up one. And once we're in line with the top part of this log coming across here, we're just going to run them across and join them up like that, okay? Then we're going to come over to this corner. We're going to do exactly the same here. So do your stepping up, one out, one up, one out, one up. And then once you get to the top half here, just join it straight into there. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go one extra in front of the pillar. Okay, so where the pillar is, we're going to go one there, and one there. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually just go one higher for this bit. So step it up, but just be one higher. Okay, and do the same on this one. So like this. Okay, so it should be pretty simple, and then one on top. And the same here, so go one on there, and then back, up one, back, up one. So you want it to be one block higher than the rest of it. Then for the gaps in between here, you want it to be the same as this piece here. So you want it to be here, here, and here. And then just join them across like this. Okay. And then again, on this gap here, it just wants to be half a slab lower, and then just join them up all the way across. Okay, something like that. And I think it looks pretty cool. I like the way it kind of just sticks out and has that extra bit of depth to it. It just adds that little bit of character there. Now, for these windows here, we are going to add a little bit of detail, guys. So what we're going to do is, right where the window is, on the block above the window, we're going to go to the left and place a slab and a slab. And the middle one, we're going to go half up. Okay, so upper block, bottom half like this. The middle one up in the center to the top half. Then get yourself some spruce stairs. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a dirt block as well. And then grab some flowers of your choice. It doesn't matter which ones. Any flowers is perfectly fine. And then what we're going to do is we are going to get our spruce stairs. On the center block, actually, it'd be easier if we place a dirt block like this. And then from this side, place a stair and a stair. Same on the block again here, stair and then a stair. On the front, go ahead and place a spruce trapdoor. And then place fences on the top of these stairs like this. And it gives you a nice little bit by the window here. And then you can just go ahead and put a flower in there like that to create a little bit of color there. And I think it works really, really well. And overall, I really like this design. Now, as with all of my builds, guys, the best thing you can do is go ahead and make it your own. So be sure to add in some greenery and stuff. And don't forget to go ahead and get yourself some doors. So get yourself some spruce doors. And while you're there, you also want to get yourself some end rods or lanterns for a bit of lighting. And what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get our door in. So down the bottom here, we're going to actually go ahead and actually get a polished andesite block here as well, guys. Because polished andesite does add a nice little kind of door kind of block. And then place a door there. We're going to go round to this door over here at the side. A full block like that, and then a door on there. And then we can just come outside. Close that door there. We'll come up our little stairway. And at the very top here, we can add our door there. And our door at the back here. Now, while we're in here, guys, of course, it's a good idea to add a bit of lighting. But where your windows are, you'll notice you have some logs across the front here. You can go ahead and break these out and replace them with planks. Okay. Same over on this side here. Go ahead and replace all of these with planks. It doesn't matter because it's covered on the outside, so you won't see nothing there. And there we go. Now that's looking pretty good. Now, last thing to do is to get some trapdoors. And all I'm going to do is at the bottoms of these pillars here, I'm going to just wrap them around. Just because they're freestanding pillars. So we just want to make them look a bit more supported rather than going straight into the ground like them ones. Okay, we're going to do the same in here on this one. Just like so. All the way around. And then, oops, make sure they face the pillar. And then open them up. And that looks pretty good. And then if you want, you can also do the same again down this side here as well. It just adds that little bit of kind of depth to the pillar just to create a little bit more shape. And I don't know, it just stands out. So let's do that. Same here. There we go. Perfect. Now, where we have this little window here, guys, I'm going to put 2 slabs just here as well for a little window ledge. You could also put it underneath this one as well if you want. Just something like that. Then get your lanterns, and you want to put some lanterns or your end rods around to create a bit of light. Now, what I like to do is where the door is, I like to place it in the middle block in here and the middle block over on this side. And then that way, when we look at it from the outside, we've got a nice bit of light there. I also like hanging them from the corners of the roof. Something just looks really nice when you hang them from these corners. So go around and add some to the corners of your roofs. Like this. Also around here. I think because it just drapes down, it just looks like a nice little hang-in and it lightens up the area pretty nicely. Underneath here, again in the center, place a lantern there and a lantern there maybe. And then around this side here, we're going to go ahead under here, and I think it's that one. Yep. We're going to place one right in front of that door, and then in the center one here, so that one there. And I think that is probably enough lighting. Now, one other little thing you can do to add a little bit of life to the area is get yourself some note blocks and some flower pots with a variety of different coloured flowers. Okay, so something like this. And then just go around, and wherever you can place some flowers in, place some flowers, any little window ledges or anything like that. And then you also want to make sure you get just maybe dotted here and there a few little crates. Just to make it look like there's, I don't know, some people dropping off deliveries, or make it look like something's been going on underneath here. We've got a little bit of space here. Place some like that maybe. A little corner here. You could always fill up the corners here like so. You know, you haven't got to, but I do think that it just adds a little bit to the area. Now, guys, when 1.14 comes out, we can add some different blocks. There's going to be a few more blocks, and we will be able to do a lot more for decorating. So I can't wait for 1.14. There's going to be so many cool ideas for that. But the idea here, guys, is just to make the build your own and just add a bit of variety with colors of flowers and flower pots and things like that. And just add in anything you feel you can into the area, just to kind of just create a little kind of bit of attention. So something that just catches the eye. Okay, guys, and that just about does it for this build. Now, before we end it there, guys, I just want to let you know that I do have a load more videos planned for this series, and I also have a new castle build series that is going to be starting very soon. So, a lot of you guys have been requesting in the medieval village that we need to get a castle in there because it's missing a castle. That is going to be coming very soon, but what we're going to do is we're going to do it as a separate series, and it's going to be a episode by episode tutorial build. So we'll build a part of the castle in each episode, and we'll build it up. We'll also probably get to the interior and stuff like that, but it's going to be a completely separate series. Although we're going to be building it in our medieval world, it will be a separate series that's going to be running on the channel, which will just be a little bit easier, I think, for people to find and to kind of follow. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But for now, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up just there. As you can see, the build is all done and is looking rather nice. I've got to say, guys, I do really enjoy this style of build. It looks a little bit different to the things you normally see on these Minecraft builds and stuff. But overall, I really like it. I think it's turned out really nice. Now, as always, I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. If you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.